The free AI mini assessment is the fastest way I know to turn a cold business owner into a paying client. Now, this is the exact framework that I run in my own consulting business. So in this episode, I'm going to hand you the full playbook, the 5 questions that you ask on the first call, and the 3 things that you bring to the second call to close the deal. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you the one money question that turns 30 to 50% of these free assessments into paying clients. So let's dive right in. All right, we're going to dive into the full mini assessment framework. By the end of this episode, you should be able to deliver this confidently to a client and turn them into a paid client. So we're going to start with the lens that we look through for every mini assessment. So the goal of the assessment is to find one bottleneck, prescribe one tool, and then upsell them to a paid assessment. And we do that by starting with the 3 levers of ROI. So whatever we end up prescribing to them has to either make them more revenue, which is our effectiveness lever. It's got to return hours to their week, which is efficiency, or it is something that is going to increase the quality of their product or service, right? Give them happier customers. So what we do next is let's talk about the first meeting, right? So meeting 1, this is the 15-minute fact-finding meeting, and this is purely discovery. All we do is we ask questions, we listen to them, and we name back to them the exact pain points that they give us during this conversation. And the trap that a lot of people fall into here is they start prescribing tools or prescribing solutions on this first call. The key in this first call is we prescribe nothing. We just listen and we just ask questions. So there are 5 different questions that we're going to ask here. The first question that we're going to ask is what we call the forking question. So what is more important to them? Do they want to make more money? Do they want to get hours back in their week, or do they want to have happier customers? The second question is the repetition question. Tell me in your own words, what is your most repeated weekly task? There's probably a lot of things that come to mind to them, but there's going to be one thing usually that sticks out the most, and that's what we're going to hone in on in the next step. The third question is where we ask about friction, right? Where do things tend to stall, or where do things tend to slip through the cracks? These, a lot of times, these are really good candidates for AI or specific automation tools to come in and move the needle for that business owner. And then the fourth step here, oops, it's my whisper flow fired there. The fourth step here is asking them to quantify the value of their time, right? And specifically the value of the time of the person that the task that we're going to hone in on. And this is what we call an ROI anchor. So every time I do an assessment with the business owner, whether it's a free one or a paid one, we want them to quantify in their own words, how many hours per week is this costing you and how much is your time worth? Because if it's costing them 2 hours a week and their time is worth $200 an hour, that's $400 per week that they could get back from automating this task with AI. And then lastly, this is my favorite question, is the magic wand question. So asking them, hey, if you could wave the magic wand and this ran itself or it fixed itself, what would change? And then listening to their answer. And then, by the way, guys, if you want this entire framework here, I actually put it together into a Notion document that you guys can have completely free. So it pretty much lays out like the 80-20 of the full playbook, and even gives you some templates that you can use for your first meeting script and your second meeting prep checklist. So you can grab that for free at the link in the description or in the show notes. So you don't have to worry about taking notes here. So again, the purpose of this first call is to close by naming the one bottleneck back to them that you felt has the highest opportunity, and then booking the follow-up call. And the follow-up call is where you prescribe the one solution to them. Remember, we're not prescribing anything on the first call. So between meetings, right, this is where you're going to actually go and do your research. You're going to look at all the bottlenecks that you uncovered during that first call, and you're going to find the one that has both high frequency and high friction. The bottleneck that meets at the intersection of frequency and friction is the one that is most ripe for fixing with AI, and is the one thing that we're going to prescribe as part of the free mini assessment. And remember, we always want to weight it back to the chosen lever that they mentioned, right? If they're more worried about making more money with AI, then we don't necessarily want to prescribe something that's going to help with bettering the customer experience. Even though that's something that could help them, we want to give them what they asked for, right? And remember, we're focused on one bottleneck only. This is a free assessment this is not the full assessment. So we don't want to give them too much. We want to give them value, but we don't want to give them too much. So meeting 2, right? This is the follow-up meeting with the business owner, and this is where you actually prescribe the solution. So you come back to them with a 15 to 20 minute follow-up call, and this is where you actually prescribe the tool. So when you're doing your research step, right, the pain point that you uncovered as being high frequency, high friction, there's basically 3 things that you can prescribe, and you're going to prescribe these during the second meeting. So if it's a common task that most business owners suffer, like for example, if they're struggling with email, or if they're struggling to take notes during calls, for example, things that are pretty commonplace, there's an off-the-shelf tool that likely already exists for that pain point. And to find that tool, you can go to 2 websites. There's an AI for that.com and futurepedia.io. Both of those websites are AI tool directories where you can search for AI tools specific to a given industry. So if we go to there's an AI for that.com, we see that we can literally search trending tools. We can even create AI tools here, and you can literally search by industry, right? So there's so many different tools. There's thousands, if not tens of thousands of tools on this website, and you can narrow it down by industry so that you can find the exact tool to fix the pain point that you uncovered during the call, right? So if it's a common task, we default to an off-the-shelf tool. If it's a task that involves their judgment or writing or research, then we prescribe Claude Cowork. And then if it's a task that it's a repeatable workflow that's unique to them and their business, then we prescribe a custom Claude skill. Now, when we're prescribing a custom Claude skill, remember, we're not building it for them as part of this free engagement. We're literally just telling them, hey, your pain point is a repeatable workflow that's unique to you. You should turn that into a Claude skill, and this is what that might look like, right? You tell them the what, you don't give them the how, which is going to feed into the upsell opportunity, which we'll discuss here shortly. So again, from the first meeting, you will have uncovered the one pain point, and then if it's a common task, it's off-the-shelf tool. If it requires judgment, writing, or research, you prescribe Claude Cowork. If it's a repeatable workflow unique to them, you prescribe a custom Claude skill. So you come to the second call with 3 things. You come with the name of the tool or the name of the prescription, the cost of that tool, and then the first step that they can take this week if they wanted to implement it on their own. Now, some people are hesitant. They're like, well, why would I want to tell them how to do it? Isn't that what they should be paying me for? You're right, but most of the time they're going to want to pay you to do it because they're so busy in their business, they don't have time to do this stuff themselves. So the money moment, right? What we call the money moment is the follow-up call, right? This is where you make your money. This is where you upsell the full assessment or AI concierge or any number of other services. So on the follow-up call, we deliver the fix for free, right? That's what we promised them going into this. Hey, we're going to uncover one bottleneck and prescribe one solution. So we want to deliver on that because that's what builds trust. When we show them that we can deliver value for free, it makes the perceived value of our paid service that much greater. And then we ask the money question. Hey, do you want me to hand this off so that you can go implement it yourself? Or do you want me to build it with you or even build it for you, right? And simply asking that question, 30 to 50% of the time, sometimes more, they're going to say, well, hey, this was great. I see the value here. I want to do more. I want you to build it with me, or I want you to build it for me. And that's what turns them into a paid client. So that is the free AI mini assessment that you can run in about 15 minutes. That's a full playbook. Again, if you want this in Notion, like step-by-step checklist format, including a checklist for the first call as well as a checklist for the second call, grab that template. It's completely free in the YouTube description or in the show notes if you're listening on podcast platforms. If you like episodes like these, I'm trying to do more when it comes to teaching people how to make money with AI, teaching people how to find clients, because that seems to be the biggest need in the marketplace. People see how popular this technology is getting, they see how powerful it is, but they want to turn it into money and they want to learn how to find clients. So if that's you, give me that feedback, DM me on socials or leave a comment on YouTube, and I will bring you more of just that. So thank you for watching, and I will be back soon.